Hello everyone and welcome to Creators of the Doughnut Table Hat Edition. Now, for everybody in the chat, first things first, you need to pick on whose hat is better. Because Atomic put her hat on even though she was enjoy it and reckons her Spyro hat is better. I don't even know what Bryce is. Bryce, what's your hat?
Mine's my brand, like the cheap Brian Dread.
Cheap skirt! Cheap pop! Mine's the Bullet Club, which is wrestling, so mine is clearly better.
Mine is Spyro,
Okay.
so clearly the best.
Well, no, it's clearly the Bullet Club, because Bullet Club for life, whatever it is. Hi everyone, welcome to Creators of the Doughnut Table. Yes, well done, right. And welcome today as we are talking about remaining relevant during a break. Yes, it's wordy, but I don't care. Why is that just got so much brighter, Atomic? What have you just done?
I just realised that maybe I should put a light on because even though it's still light now, it's gonna get dark.
Sun, it burns.
Anyway. It just got like, I was just like, is it like 3 in the afternoon over there in the north?
Yeah.
Anyway, right, yeah, so we're talking about staying relevant during a break, but first we need to introduce our panel for today. I'm going to take this hat off. I just realised how stupid I look, so Atomic, you can take your hat off if you want. I thought you would. I would say it, Bri, but that's half of his branding is a hat. Anyway, so let's get our panel introduced first. So first of all, everyone, welcome into the regular It's Atomic Moonchild. I was trying to think of something smart.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright. I'm not too bad.
Not
A few
too-
life stresses, but it happens. We'll be surely discussing them on today's topic.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure tears will be shed and, I don't know, words will be said. Do you like my rhyme, man?
Great.
No, yep, thanks for
ready
that.
for Cat in the Hat film.
Yep, thanks for that. That went
Yep.
down like a lead balloon. Jesus. But, right, so I've lost track now already. So let's introduce our guest for today. You know him, you love him. You're not watching him on his streams right now, but again, we'll get into that. It's Brian Dread!
Hi, it's been a while. It's been a long while, actually.
It has been a long while. So, first of all, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm hating the weather, but I'm doing all right.
Yes.
Doing not too bad.
So,
Yeah.
is that your fan in the background over your left shoulder?
That one I can't turn on because it decides to make the most worst noise possible through the mic. So I've only got one over there.
Ah. So,
Yeah.
so let's discuss this. I have one fan set on 3 here, and I have one behind me set on 3 here. That one's rotating. Bright, have you got a pedestal fan? Or have you got...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Got a pedestal fan. Yep.
Again, that's just rotating hot air at your face.
Yep. Pretty much. Yep.
Atomic,
Yes.
how are you? What fans have you got on?
We have, it's like one similar to one you've got it back, but skinnier.
What are you trying to say?
We've got
Mine's
that going
fat?
on.
Are you body shaming my fan?
Wow.
Fair enough.
Wow.
I know. So I don't.
Yeah, we just got the one on.
I don't know why. I feel like really like I haven't done this in ages, but I literally did it 2 weeks ago with Goldie Rocks. But I feel like I'm like, what do I do? I have no questions prepared today, so we are literally, as I've told the panel today, we're running by the seat of our pants today, kids. So anyway, how is everyone doing in the chat? My first question to the chat is, how are you dealing with this godforsaken heat? Because as Atomic has just saying that she's doing okay because this is her perfect kind of temperature. But Bright, how are you doing in the heat?
No. I went to the gym for aircon over the weekend, and then I went yesterday when it was the worst, and the aircon broke, so I sweated more. So yeah, it's not worked out well the last couple of days.
Oh. So I went to a park yesterday with Aria, my daughter, because it was me and her day. She wanted to run around in the park. She couldn't go down any of the slides because they were too hot. She couldn't go on the roundabout because that was too hot. So she just wanted to run around, and when she's sweating, I'm like, right, Pip, we need to go into the shade now. Not because you're boiling, it's because Daddy is boiling. and I am sweating so bad. So even though, hang on, let me just check who's in chat, because you never know, because, you know, I'm not checking for Mrs. Quack, and that's fine. I'm not going to lie. We did sit in the shade, and we watched Miss Rachel.
Ooh. Not Bluey.
No, she didn't want to watch Blue. She wanted to watch Miss Rachel. We watched about pooping and peeing.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's very, very educational with Miss
hey,
Rachel. I'll give you that. Yeah, it is.
But yes, and as well, can I get some I don't know, thank yous for me doing this today, because it is Mrs. Quack's birthday today. But to be fair, she did tell me to do this stream today.
You doing it on her birthday?
She's not in the house right now.
Shame.
Oh, get a grip.
Okay.
She's up at grandmother's right. She's up her mother's, which is Ari's grandmother's, right now.
Yep.
So it's fine. It's fine. I give Mrs. Quack her birthday present, which is a trip to Scotland. So, you know.
Oh, very nice.
So yes, I am a bad person, but I'm not an entirely bad person. I've redeemed myself a little bit. So
Give you that 75%. There you go, 75%.
exactly. So chat, if Mrs. Quack does pop in, just say happy birthday to her and make her feel special. So remaining relevant during a break. Now, a couple of for people who are keeping track, because there's a storyline through all of this. We had the Tourette's gamer on, who we were talking about returning from a comeback, and in his case being very successful, hitting stream partner and all that good stuff. And I'm pretty sure, Bri, because you were here back in December. You were the last stream of 2024.
I was indeed, yes.
And I can't remember, but if I talk for long enough, I can go into the StreamSeed chat. I can pull up the pinned messages. No, I can't, because that's on the wrong chat. Poo. Hang on. If I go on my phone, I can even tell you what the topic was about. But I'm pretty sure we talked about being relevant. Stop yourself from having a burnout. What did we talk about?
Yes.
December.
I thought,
Oh, planning the future.
planning for the future. Yeah, that's it. I was about to say, because we talked about the stream seed sandwich and how I tried to use that throughout the whole year, and well, it hasn't gone very well this year.
Well, the thing is, you were saying about you were taking steps back because of burnout and stuff like that, and you felt you needed it, and you were trying to be more physically social this year.
Yeah.
We are officially 7 months in.
Yep.
Well, it's not the end of the year yet. It's not the end. By the way, hi Metalhead, because I did see your first time chatter. I ignore the chat. That's Atomic's problem. How 7 months in? How are we doing so far?
Socially wise, or mentally wise, because there's a different sides on that one.
We'll go go socially.
Socially, yeah, it's gone very successful. If not, it's probably been 1 gig every month, bar maybe one. So I've been going out and seeing friends, everything like that, which has been really nice. Getting that social battery up, of course, draining straight away afterwards. So it's been good. And it's now made me to the point where I'm starting to socialize with work colleagues and going out for bowling with them. So I've actually taken that step back, has actually helped me quite a bit.
Grim.
Yeah, I know. People don't like socializing.
No, it's not socializing. Socializing will work. That's just bleh.
It's bowling. I like to win at bowling, so.
Oh, fun fact, and this is a very side tangent. So on Sunday, me and Mrs. Quack and Aria went to the Cardiff Food Festival, which was down Cardiff Bay. Very nice. But we went to the Red Dragon Centre, and Mrs. Quack was like, "Oh, do you want to go bowling?" And I went, "Yeah, go on then." Aria, who is 2 years old, had the little pushy thing to help her, because obviously, she ain't picking up no bowling ball. She had the sides up. She still beat Mrs. Quack.
Okay, fair play.
Got beaten by a 2-year-old. Yeah.
Aw.
Is she playing the card? Oh, I let her win. Is she playing that card yet?
Well, if she did, I wasn't. Because I won. And I can't remember. Who the hell was I talking? I was talking to somebody. I think it might have been Blythe Cymru. And he was saying about... He sent me a TikTok about the day your kids beat you in a game. And I just messaged him. I said, the day Arya legitimately beats me in any form of a game is the day I retire from gaming. I will never pick up a controller ever again.
Really? And you won't pick up a console at all?
Well, no, I'll just go on my PC. I'll just completely keyboard and game. I'll never pick up a controller ever again. But keyboard and mouse, different thing.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
But yeah.
See the loophole. Yeah.
So, so sorry, we went on a tangent then. So we've talked about before and after a break. But we have two panelists right now, everyone, who are... One is officially on a break due to physical reasons, as in his laptop's blown up. And the other, not officially, but I will say is on a break because of real life. So we will get into both of it, but we will start with the co-host first. Atomic Moonchild.
Yes.
You ready for this now? You ready for tears?
Go on.
Okay, so you're the unofficial breakee. But would you say yourself that you're on a break?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're literally your only commitments.
Definitely.
Why do I feel that my front door is going right now? I feel I might have to bail in a second because my front door's just knocked and I think it's Mrs. Quack trying to get back in the house. Sorry. So if I do bail, I very much apologize. So why do you feel like you need to have a break?
I was starting to feel a little bit burnt out. Obviously, head gremlins taking over and stuff. So I try not to overforce myself, or else I'm just not the best me for stream. So if I'm not feeling it, like definitely not feeling it, I just think, no, I'm not going to do it then. I have a lot of stresses at home at the moment, so it's a case of their priority and they're zapping my energy. So when I'm back to fueling up again, I'll get back to it.
So one thing I use Bright quite a lot now because as an example, because me and him are very similar. And so I know for a solid fact I didn't stream yesterday because of it is friggin' boiling. And when I looked in, because I've got a little thermostat and I can see it from the bottom of the stairs, when I looked up there, it was like 31.7 degrees before turning the PC on. Like, even in the past, not even an hour I've been up, it's gone up 2 degrees already. So it gets warm in here quickly. But in my head, I was already like, right, I need to get another stream. Where can I fit what I was going to do yesterday into another thing? But I put, and I know Bri probably does as well, put that mental pressure of, right, I've got to replace, or I've got to justify not streaming for my loyal fan base, all three of them. So I even said to you before, I was like, I know, like, I retweet your schedule, so I know what days you're streaming, but then comes what was this supposed to be, like 1 o'clock today, and it's supposed, I was like, she hasn't gone live. Now, I understand why, you're probably just going, nah, not happening. But do you ever put that pressure on yourself of like, oh, I need to tell people why, or I need to justify myself?
Yeah, I do often sit there and I'll be like, should I say, should I not? So this is why when I posted my schedule this week, I just put, schedules subject to change because life is a little bit hectic at the moment. People know me too. Like, people who know me. So they know if I haven't gone live, I ain't gone live. And it's usually for good reason of my own. But, yeah.
So,
I mean...
go on, sorry, bro.
I'm
Go.
going to say this into this. Like, with this break, this hiatus I've had, it's come to reality. Why do I need to put a reason towards why I'm having a break? Like, honestly, when it comes to like socials and everything like that, I'll keep chatting and everything like that. But like when it actually comes to the stream days, if I can't do it physically or mentally not there, I'm just canceling the stream tonight. sorry, I'm not gonna force that. I've realised this with this break off, and it's just been really nice to step back and like, in the end of the day, I should be looking after myself, which that's what you're doing right now,
Most definitely.
and
Yeah,
it's helped.
100%.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, we'll get into that bit in a second. Let's move on to Bry's now, because we'll do this in stages. Right, Bry, you're the official having a break because your laptop
Yeah.
has basically gone. Computer says no. Oh, hang on. Yep. What are we streaming off right now then?
So I have currently got another device now. I have loads of laptops like around the house that I've like bought over the years, like use it for my son, partner's one. It's just my spare one in case something happens like this, but it doesn't have the graphics card to do what I need to do. So yeah, I'm always prepared. Working in IT helps.
So, why are you? What's the official? Why you're not streaming now?
Officially is literally because my laptop conked out and I currently do not have the funds to purchase a new device. So I'm currently taking this break to relax, chill, and save up.
Yeah.
Looking about September time to come back properly. When the school kids start, yay!
Is it
Perfect time, actually.
Are you going full rig this time, or are you just going for another laptop?
I'm going full rig. I'm spending about 2.5K on a rig, so I'm ready to go properly, and I won't have the capacity issues like swapping a new graphics card. Oh, a laptop, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So with so with you having this break, it was unplanned. You weren't feeling like you were burning out, did you?
No, so I went out from my burnout stage literally around December to February. That was when my burnout kicked in heavily. And yes, I ended up doing social stuff to help. Mental health wise was boxing. Funny enough, I do boxing once a week now, and God, that is a godsend at the moment. Absolutely love it. Not in this heat though, but I absolutely love doing it, and that just helped me out. But yeah, and then came back after February, felt brilliant, and then just the laptop decided to go, nah, I've had enough. Had enough. It's a thermal issue. There's nothing I could do. Even if I repaste it, the heat will still come back. So I've gone to the point where I'm like, let's just not try anything over the summer period with this laptop. I got stuff backed up on it, ready to go. So I'm taking the break and taking that time for me. Definitely. I'm loving it. But you might have seen me posting a lot of stuff around everywhere else as well.
So, let's talk about your laptop dying for a second.
Okay.
When your laptop died, on a
When my laptop died.
on a scale, or when it was dying, on a scale of 1 to 10, and Blondie, who is your lovely partner, is in the chat right now, so she can tell the truth, yeah, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how angry were you, or how panicky were you? How much did your anxiety go through the roof?
Oh, it's 1,000. That would literally kill me.
Yeah.
Killed me off completely, because I was working out how am I meant to take that time away to play video games, how am I meant to do any editing. I would use my laptop for like work stuff as well, so I'm like, oh, I've got to now bring my work laptop home to do this. And it was all just after I played Fortnite with my son as well, so I literally just turned it off and I was like, no, blue screen, and then wouldn't come back up. So I was like, great. Great. So my anger went to straight away, I shouldn't play any video games. I should have just left it alone this weekend.
Is it one of
started doing?
If it's like me, it's one of those things of like, I instantly think I shouldn't have done. Like you say, you just played Fortnite, so I'm like, if I didn't play Fortnite, it would have survived. It was always going to die. It was always going to die. But if you didn't play that one game of Fortnite, it would have lived.
Yeah.
Would have survived.
Just
that one. Atomic, do you know if you have faulty stuff go wrong with your PC? Are you a panic, go straight to anger person like me and Bri?
I'm more like a panic at Moonbeard and get him to, and then sit there like impatient, just like why no fix? Why no fix?
So
but yeah, just I don't understand technology, so I try not to get so worked up about it.
Do you know right? That I should have pointed that question to Moonbeard. Moonbeard, do you know when Atomic's PC it has any sort
Oh,
of
he gets panic. He gets so angry. He's so snappy.
There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. I can imagine you just going, Moonbeard, why? It's not doing a thing. And then you just sort of push your chair back, and then he slips in and just... And that's when the real panic and anger starts.
Yeah, pretty much like,
Yeah, okay.
Stop doing the thing, just slowly like backs away from PC.
I can imagine, right? Do you know, like after an hour of him just pretty much smashing the keyboard, and then you're just going, "Do you want a cup of tea?" Yes.
He'd probably love it if I did that, but no, I'm not that helpful.
What are you drinking? Do you know if you say cup of tea? I swear to God.
Coffee.
Oh, okay. That looked like sick. That was horrible.
How did it look like sick? It's black.
It's just black. It's just a black. You know,
Black hole, isn't it?
That's coffee.
have a proper drink. Pepsi sponsor me.
Oh, I love Pepsi.
Love a bit of pep.
I just filled up a juice bottle. That was literally it.
Hydration.
Yes,
Yep.
and everyone who is not a streamer, make sure you think of your fellow streamers or your resident streamer, because in this heat we struggle for your purposes and for your I mean these two don't, because these two don't stream much, but I do. Think of your local streamer. That was a dig then. I shouldn't have done that, but you know what, I've done it now, so can't take that back. Right, so let's again we're moving to Atomic now. Of you're in this break. When I went away the start of June to Spain for a week, and obviously I didn't touch my PC. I very much missed it. Do you miss? Bit easy question. Do you miss streaming?
I do when I don't.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm one of them where sometimes it can give me such bad anxiety that it's not worth it, if you know what I mean. Like, not saying I don't enjoy it. It's when I'm not enjoying it, that's why I don't do it, because I'm not going to do something I don't enjoy. So, like, but I always miss the laughs and the fun and the stuff. Like, but anything I do on stream, I can do off stream. So technically, do I miss it? Sometimes if I'm not feeling I want to stream, I'm not missing streaming, but I'm also not missing anything I would do on stream.
Are you?
You know what I mean?
Are you missing? And I hate to say this because it's such a cringe thing to say. Are you missing the grind of, you know, streaming and then potentially, I don't know, a Blondie Dory might come into your stream and, hey, you got a new person kind of thing?
You mean like the grind to just go up the rungs?
Yeah, and like, you know, expand your horizons and stuff like that.
I don't know, because I don't have a plan. Yeah, like, I don't mind the organic growth, but to be fair, even being on a break, I'm growing. So.
Ooh, come on then, pray tell, how?
Well, I've gained a few followers since I've been on other people's streams. I'm doing this. I'm still present. I'm just not feeling it for my own self, if that makes sense. If I want to play a game and I want to play with mates, I'll be there, sat there playing a game with mates. I don't have to be streaming.
Okay.
I don't know how to phrase it any other way, kind of thing. Because I do like streaming, but also it's not be all and end all in life. Like, it's fun and I really enjoy it, and I'll come back to it when I want to come back to it. I'm in the meantime, it's fun watching everyone else.
Ooh,
it's fun playing with other people on theirs.
We're gonna leave it on that for a second. I'm gonna get into Bright because that was a good little ending. That was Bright. Same question goes to you once the. There we go, the camera cuts up. Do you miss streaming?
Or again, yes and no. Do I miss setting up my stream and rushing around while putting the little one to bed and getting in and trying to organize what game? No. Do I miss the whole social side of it and speaking to like the community that I have? have random people come in? Yes, of course, because they make me laugh, they make me giggle. It in the end of the day, for me, it's not the game that makes me laugh. It's the people that react and do stupid stuff towards me that makes me laugh, and that the enjoyment. Again, no, because I've then been able to take the step back and enjoy spending time downstairs watching Love Island. Yes, I don't enjoy that, but going to the gym, doing other stuff that I would normally not do. I'm enjoying that. I mean, last year when, again, I'm going to bring it up, Download Festival, I enjoyed that break away from stream. It was a great time. This year, I went with a clearer head because of lack of stuff, lack of streaming stuff. Even though I did make sure stuff was posted, I enjoyed the time away, and I had time away to think back about streaming. I'm like, yeah, it'll be there when I want to come back, 100%.
Right. Okay. So with Atomic, then I'm literally just going to bounce both these questions because they're both relevant to both people. When you've been off, or while you've been off, do you feel it? How much of the content creation world is in your brain? And let me give you an example of what I mean. So again, when I was away, I was off for the week, and my wrestling thing, which you're both a part of, is in my head. I don't actually know if it actually is. Anyone could tell me any otherwise. I feel like it's being somewhat successful. It's gaining momentum.
Yeah,
So literally,
it's a lot of fun.
So the full week I was away, I want to say probably at least 2 or 3 times a day, I was sat there and I was thinking, right, if I do this, then I can do this. If I could do that, I could do this. I could do that, I could do that. And then it was like I caught myself, and by the end of it, I was like, I've done like 4 pay-per-views in my head, which is like 4 months away. And I've like booked. And the worst thing is, because it's all a simulation, if one bit went wrong, it would screw up my entire plan. So I've had to make 2 plans in case what option A happens or option B happens, which is really annoying me. But we won't get into that. So when I was away, it consumed my brain quite a lot because I was like, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. How much does it consume your time in your brain, if it does at all?
Quite often, I've been rehashing my schedule because I didn't like how it looked, changed it up, didn't like how that looked, I keep changing it. I'm now finally at a place where I like it. I've done my schedule up until the week after Timeless, which is
August.
3rd week of August. I've been doing MCR stuff behind the scenes, helping organise the event, which is this Friday, and doing graphics and keeping up with their socials, keeping up around my own socials, trying to keep up with new games that are coming out, whatever releases, when I do come back to stream, what sort of structure I'm going to take, because I have some sponsored games, well, not sponsored, but like key games that I've been given. So I've just been mulling stuff over in my head. What can I do to come back and have a bit of fun with things? So I'm thinking doing art and that. Constantly, I've got notes and stuff everywhere, and I'm jotting stuff down constantly.
That's the one pressure I've discovered recently is, you know, with Keymailer games and lurker games, because you've got that time limit.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh, I've got to do it, even if you're thinking, I cannot be bothered. Because even I've had that where like I've got this game and I'm like, do you know what? I really don't want. It doesn't fit the schedule of my week that I want to do. Or, oh right, okay, I've got to do it by Saturday. Cool. Didn't want to do it on Saturday, but I've got to do it now. I feel like that's an unnecessary pressure. But then if you don't do it, then your ratings go down, and then it's a bit shitty then.
Yeah. Yeah, you do have a certain pressures. I have now learnt from that, and I am only going to take one as and when I want to actually play a game, instead of thinking, do you know what? Yeah, I'll take this, and I might want to play it in 3 months' time. Comes 3 month time. No, I don't want to play that.
Sorry, miss. Mr. Bry put his hand up. Yes, Bry? What would you like to say?
I was literally going to say that. I when it comes to the lurker games, the key mailers, everything like that, I've ended up pulling away from it and only look at it when it fits what I want. Like
Yeah.
I don't have to play every new game that's coming out demoed wise. No, you physically can't half the time as well. So
Or
you take it's added pressure, and it will be added burnout.
Or
Yeah,
if you one day go through a bit of a phase of just going on Lurk It or Keymailer, like I do, I've got them both saved in my bar, and I just go, yeah, just have a quick scroll. Yep, we'll request that one, request that one, request that one, and then one day you get like 6 come through at the same time. You're like, oh no. And sometimes, right, I've been requested games. Oh, like, oh yeah, here's a key. I'm like, I can't even remember asking for that one because I don't actually like the look of that one. Great, happy days. The last one that I got thinged for was Bullet Eaters, and I was like, I haven't got the time to fit this in now, and I thought I could fit it in when I came on back from my holidays, and basically I couldn't. But I was gutted because I was like, I quite like Bullet Eaters.
Yeah.
So Mr.
That one was like quite immediate as well. Like you got it and you like you had to do it in like
Yeah.
straight away kind
I
of
think
thing.
give a
It was
price tag on that, by the way, yet. Because I know.
no, they haven't even got a release date now.
They haven't got a release date.
No, they're doing another playtest where they're opening up more modes and different modes and different places in the house.
You'll have to keep me an eye out
Good
on that for
game,
me
man.
because I enjoyed that. That was good. That was. Right. Like I say, you are forced to take a break. How much does
Yes.
how much does content creation consume your brain? And don't worry, we will get into your other social media platforms. Don't worry.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Socially, yes. So the first week when it went, my brain went straight away like, crap. How do I keep myself relevant? How do I keep going? So I'm like straight on to Meta Business and using that planner that they've got there to plan out structurally what I'm going to do. Oh, let's decide. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 is my game. Blah 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 blah. Let's keep trying to do the Where's Bry thing, which I thought was a really good thing, and it went like a lead plane. Great, worked so well. So yeah, no. But it, after getting to again download, I was like, right, I've got everything up to pass the week after download. Let's just wing it from there. And then I started thinking, okay, well, at the moment my brain is now thinking, well, what can I bring back to the stream when I'm ready? What else can I do to keep myself active? Well, how can I keep talking to the community and still introduce like bits coming through, photos, everything like that? And yeah, it is constant. Even when I was sitting in the tent in the middle of the field, I was thinking, oh yeah, I could do this. That could work. And then I'd like throw it around there. And also then I would like sort of whack pop up and I was like, oh, I'll jump into a stream halfway through a muddy field,
Yeah.
enjoying that. I can't. I don't want to miss your streams, by the way, when you do this quack downs. I really enjoy them.
And you too,
anyway,
and you
by the
too
point.
could be a part of these streams as well.
Yeah,
To be
there
fair,
you go.
to be fair, most of this chat are so.
But honestly, like it is constant, and if it isn't just like what you're pushing out, it's what you can improve on the stream as well. Like I've been using ChatGPT for coding to help work out what I can bring in for like the widgets and that, and making one bot do a lot of the stuff. Can I use that bot then to help me promote stuff on other social media platforms? So I go over the top, and then I take that step back and realize let's just weed it in. I can't do half of the stuff I want to do until September.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So right, let's bounce back to Atomic then. With you being on, should we just say you're officially on a break, on and off a break?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just do that. How do you, in your brain, remain relevant if you even feel you want to be relevant? Do you feel the need to, or like there's a bug in you like, I don't want to fall off off the algorithm, should we say? So do you feel like, I really need to get a TikTok out. Or no, you don't use TikTok. You're boring. Isn't it? You know,
Instagram reel.
Yeah, I do.
you right. If you, do you, oh no, yes, you do.
I've started making short form. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. It's the mystery one. It's the secret one, isn't it? Where you did a TikTok dance.
Oh no, no.
There's a TikTok dance of you.
If anyone wants to know about it, no, that is YouTube. That
Oh, it's YouTube, is it? Oh, okay.
No.
Actually,
No one will ever find that.
we will. We will.
Quest for chat. Quest for chat.
Yeah, it is a side quest for everybody who can hear my voice. Find that video. Mainly.
If anyone wants to know the origins of that, get yourself on Spotify and check out Doughnut Bites.
Aye.
Streams here.
Yeah, so do you feel like, don't worry, you want to fall out of the algorithm of the streaming world? Or are you happy to just like, it is what it is?
I literally am, and is what it is, sort of thing. I don't put pressures on myself anymore. I just, why? Like, yeah, there is some people who want to be massive. They want loads of numbers. They want to be porn. They want to be big time. I don't, because I don't think I couldn't. I only want to upkeep what I can upkeep.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna stay at the level I can stay at. Whatever that level that takes me to is what it takes me to. But I'm gonna do it my way. So if you know, I don't care about algorithms and staying in a trend or all like that, because I ain't got the energy for it. I'm dealing with life enough. I haven't got the energy to look into that sort of thing.
So
If there is a trend and I'm liking it, I'm just like, oh, cool. You know, like some CapCut filters are hilarious. So I'll see that and I'll be like, oh, yeah. And I end up pissing around for like 5 hours and just throwing out like a random thing because I've just seen something that's funny.
right. I'm gonna.
That's how it goes.
This is a little side rant. I do apologize. So, chat, you are not gonna see this, but I will explain to you. But these two are gonna see it. So, do you know these CapCut AI videos?
Yep.
Right, and it's just like, oh, let AI decide what happens next. I have just uploaded, or I'm in the middle of uploading a video of me, Ross, and Leon at the first CCM event. And just watch what AI thinks should happen next.
Yay.
Atomic has clearly seen it.
Whatever that filter is, will you send it me? I want to have a play with
So,
this.
I can show everyone the photo because I have it printed off because it's me and the boys, right? So it is this image here, okay? So it's a picture of me, Ross, and Leon at the first ever CCM event. And chat, so the trend was upload a photo and let AI decide what happens next. And in that photo, it makes Ross do a handstand. And for anyone who has met...
Also,
Leon just sort of... To be fair, what it does to me, it makes my nose like 1,000 times bigger, and I don't understand why. But yeah.
I've paused it, and Leon's got a really small hand halfway through as well.
But yeah, Ross does a handstand, and if you want to watch it again, because I sent that to Ross and Leon, and I thought it was hilarious, and Ross said, yeah, but my feet are the wrong way round. So watch it again.
I didn't see that part.
And watch right at the end. His feet are the wrong way round.
Oh.
I just love the intensity on Atomic's face.
Yeah, I love this.
Do you know what? I would love to know how... Oh, no, because we were talking about AI. Yeah, so for anybody who has ever seen Ross, knows that man ain't doing no handstand anytime soon. And for you, if you have never met Ross, he's a big burly chap. Like, just to, again, I'll show you the image. Like, me and Leon, you know, I would just say we're average size in this instance, where Ross is, you know, just look at that barrel of a chest. He is a hunk of a man. But that hunk of a man ain't doing no handstands anytime soon.
No, he's not.
So again, I can't actually remember. We were on about AI. Oh yeah, because you were on about you keep up with trends and stuff. So Atomic, you very much you will keep relevant in what you want to keep relevant in.
Yeah, but yeah.
And
Basically, just being myself. If it ends up being relevant, keeping relevant, then that's a nice win-win. Then
so, and this
I'm
is
not trying to keep relevant though.
yeah.
If
This
that
is
makes sense.
this is a very big hypothetical. Say now you were because of for whatever reason you're taking off now. If that happens, say that prolongs for a year, for 12 months, and then you see
The break.
yeah. And then you see a trend come up and you think, oh, well, I'll get on top of that trend. You're relevant for 2 months, and then you off again for another 12. That doesn't have any effect on you. You're just like, yeah, cool, happy days.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had that power. I wish I had that power.
The world
It's
doesn't stop turning. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
So there's shit going on in my life that's far more important. There's things that I could literally get so much more involved with and spend more like energy on.
Yeah. So, do you know
Why
what?
would I care about it being online?
Do
You know what I'm
Oh, no,
without it sounding so like shitty. I'm not meaning to sound shitty if that's coming across shitty to
No, no,
anyone,
no.
but like literally.
So, do you know the one thing that you have said a couple of times now? And it's one thing that I've noticed a lot of content creators do is they find joy, number one, in helping others and helping in terms of, and the example I'm using is you with MCR, because obviously you are an organizer and you help out with their social media and stuff. Like you literally said, you've been planning all the posts to go out for this week and da-da-da-da-da.
Doing socials, the graphics and
Yeah. So, do you know who that reminds me of? Ross.
Who?
Ross obviously used to make content creation back in 1874 because obviously he's been part of the content creation industry for about 35 years, even though he's only 33. He did. He owned a PC in his mother's womb. For some reason, he was in his mother's womb for 2 years, but perhaps that's why he's so big. Yeah, so he was incredibly relevant at one point, believe it or not, and he was finding more joy behind the camera, and then he's learnt. Oh, Ross is not here to defend himself. I don't care, but whatever. Don't work until 7:00. Then you can fight your own corner. Yeah, so he's, even when he was like, because I remember one of his last streams was him pretending he was working at McDonald's. That was brilliant, that was. And then he started helping me with some videos, or like what me and him can do is he can just come in my house and we can just talk about, oh, how about this whole post-it thing. All of this was Ross's idea. Moving my camera to get more space in the attic was all Ross's idea. So even though I do bag on him quite a lot, and I've said a million times, he is incredibly useful. But, and this does go for chat, if you ever do want Ross's advice, go for it. But be ready for the truth. And some people don't like the truth. And many times we've always discussed of one of the topics we did was, what does good look like? And Ross will, if you say to Ross, does this look good? And you're very proud of it, and he says no, take it on the chin, because he is only telling you what other people are afraid to tell you. Because he will, he's very brutal in his honesty, but it is all for a good thing. Like, what I can't remember which stream was, Atomic. Remember when it was, I think it might have been the chaotic one, where there was like a little dot, a pixel out where the camera was wrong, and the first thing Ross did was like, that was out, and I'm like, get a grip, mate, get a grip. But I get where he's coming from. Yeah.
Although that kind of slipped last week with Goldilocks.
Goldilocks, yeah. But to be fair, I'm sort of transitioning a bit, so it was a bit of me as well. Right, Mr. Dread.
What's up?
Atomic, how's your coffee looking, by the way? Do you need a refill?
I'm good. I'm good for now.
Right, you might want a refill because it's just going to be Bri talking for a bit. Because, did you know, Atomic Moonchild, that Bri, I'm pretty sure, if I'm right, of my numbers in my head, had a viral TikTok? What the? I missed that then, because... Oh,
from Doughnut, yeah.
Right, Jesus. I was gonna... Do you know what? For some reason, I thought you lifted your top up, and I looked back, and he was, like, putting it back down. I was like, did he just flash a nip?
No.
I'm
Never.
I'm like, brother, it's warm, but chill. So, we do... do you know, I was going to say, right? It's not... we always say, like, oh, yeah, you know, don't swear, don't do this. I've never had to say, don't pop a titty. I might have to start saying that. Right, hang on. Let me go on Twitter, TikTok.
Break it.
Let's go on it. And I do love how Bri has made these his top TikToks, by the way. Mr. Brian Dredd, on the 11th of June, had a TikTok. He uploaded a TikTok, Atomic. Did you know this? Would you hazard a guess, or chat, would you hazard a guess of how many views he
Not
had?
the Good Charlotte one, is it?
Nope. How many hits or how many views do you think this TikTok had? Because even I seen it, and I think I messaged you with Ray, and I was like, GG's. So he had 53.5 thousand views.
Nice.
GG's.
You want to know what it was about?
What? Go on. What was it about?
Download, but just filming the queue before going in. That was it.
Sounds about right for TikTok. That would be the one.
So just his
spend ages like editing a video, making them all fancy and stuff like that,
Yep.
and then just video of a queue gets so many views.
and literally
Maybe so bitter after that.
it is just literally if for anyone who does want to go view it, it is at Brian Dredd on TikTok, and it is literally just a panning of people sat down in a field, and yeah, it's 10 seconds long. And to be fair, Brian, you've just got 2 more views on that because I just watched that twice.
Give me all of it. No.
But all right, so let's get into this now, right? So Atomic, go for a coffee, go for a pee, go for whatever you need to do. Your TikToks over the download period went, and I've got to swear, went absolutely apeshit.
It was very shocking. It did happen.
So
I wasn't expecting it.
Right, there we go. That's my first question, because your other 2 TikToks you've posted, 23.7 thousand. That's the Venga Boys. Which, how were the Venga Boys, by the way?
Venga Boys are really good. I don't have it on me, but I've got a Venga Boys dollar as well.
Oh God!
So that was just like right at the end of the show. They blew it out of a can and loads came out, and then the security cards were giving them out, but then the weren't giving it. Not a lot of people were staying behind, so they gave me a wad, and then throughout the rest of the festival, I was giving out Venga Boys bucks to people with dressed up cool or was just kind or just had a conversation with me. I just gave them out. It was great. Great laugh that was.
Like business cards.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then your other one is 20.5 thousand, right? And that is just you and your tent.
Yeah, Camping Plus one, wasn't it? I think.
So, right, so 50, 60, 70, 80. So nearly 100,000 views over 3 TikToks. What about
There's
the
one further down that's the 16.K, which is Bullet for My Valentine.
Right, okay, so we've got that as well, right? But let's just go for the top 3, okay? Nearly 100,000
Yep.
over the Venga Boys, a tent, and some people sat down in a field.
Yep.
How?
Mental.
How?
Don't. right place, right time, right post, right hashtagged and right mentioned on that one. 100%. 100%.
So
Because if you
oh, go on.
notice all the other go park those ones.
Hmm.
Let's park those one quick. You notice that everything else was like, oh, we're staying around the thousands, we're staying around the 2000s, maybe 800s. It was round about there for majority of the rest,
Yeah.
which is great, more than I normally would. Those ones were right place, right time, right conversation to have on those ones.
Because to be fair, yeah, Bullet is 16.6, which is like to be fair, most of these are over 1,000. You're
Yeah.
averaging about what is like 1,005, which is that's mental. But so you don't know this, but me, Ross, and Leon always play pubbers on Fridays. We always just message each other going pubbers. So if I ever message anyone saying pubbers, you know why. And one of the first things I said to the boys, I was like, have you seen Bry's TikTok? And neither of them really use TikTok. And they were like, no. And I was like, he's on like 50,000. And they were like, and Leon just said, being at an event will always get you more while you're actually at the event. Because most of probably the people who've seen it were your regulars who would have seen it, but everyone who's looking at that download hashtag.
Yep. Right place, right time. Great.
So
Absolutely. It was the best thing to do at the time.
So again, we go back to a question. Did that when you started seeing? Because like you say, when you're seeing your queuing, that's what you went on the Wednesday. Did you do the 5 days?
Went on the Wednesday. We always go on the Wednesday.
So
Get there at 7:30 in the morning, ready to go in, and we can't get into 10:30, but still there.
so did your brain start going, ooh, I can't stream right now, but
Yep.
I can
That's
do
literally
this.
literally went to that, but then I had to take a step back and say, like, let's just get clips, small little clips of everything else, so I didn't then not enjoy the festival. It was like the perfect medium. I'll get little bits and still enjoy my time there.
So,
And from there it's been quite well. I've got out of the I've Chaotic said getting hard out the 200 view graveyard has finally got there. Finally, woo, I'm out of it.
so and correct me if I'm wrong, but I've noticed a change in your TikToks. Not in terms of how you present them, but you are very much going down the metal route, talking about bands.
Oh yeah.
And I think I said to Mrs. Quack, must have been on the weekend. I seen a TikTok of yours, and I went, "You've seen." And again, correct me if I'm wrong or if I've said anything wrong, a thing on it, but I see you gone right. This has landed well now. I'm gonna venture down this avenue. Because even in your Twitter now, you're talking about you're talking about album drops and stuff like that. How is again unexpected for you? Because
Very.
Imagine if you were still streaming, obviously you would have still gone to download and blah blah blah, blah and you might have still hit that 50,000 video. But do you think that you would have continued down this route if you were still streaming?
I would be mixing it up and seeing what the algorithm would have happened. So I would have tried to mix it up with gaming as well as that. So I would have tried to do both at the same time, which, looking back at it, hindsight wise, would not be a good idea mental health wise. That would literally kill me.
Yeah.
That would literally kill me off. And I'm kind of glad I'm not doing the streaming stuff and focusing more on the metal route or the alternative, the rock route, because it's been a lot of fun going down the road. And that one weekend, I also got like 200 extra followers, which was very unexpected. Very unexpected. It just showed more of a wider audience. I was able to talk to a lot more people. I did one TikTok live, and I had loads of people that liked and commented, came in and wanted to chat about Doughnut, talk about music. It was completely different to what I have with the gaming side. Completely different. and refreshing, I would say as well.
So, one thing that I've been thinking of probably about a year, and this is to kind of both of you now, it's just open now, is I think in terms of streaming, the gaming is becoming irrelevant very quickly. I don't. Yeah, do you agree?
100%. Let's go with you. I'm gonna, because you pick on me, I'll pick on you now. You adding that wrestling element to your stream has ups your content, and you can see the enthusiasm in it because you are loving it, you're enjoying it. It is part of you, and I can see that. Yeah, it's about gaming, but you're not actually gaming. You're making the scenarios up. You're getting a fantasy realm involved for those users, and it's bringing them in. You can see it change. It's every time. I think you've said it on your stream. That's the one time of the week you absolutely enjoy it.
And I do love my Joe Hendry, as Chaotic just said.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I wholeheartedly agree of that. It's a part of me. Weirdly, I've always hidden, or not really. It's not hidden. I've not talked about because, and I don't know if you think with this with the metal side of things, but like, I feel like nobody would have cared.
Yeah.
So
exactly that.
So like again with music, when Baby Metal and Slaughter to Prevail brought out song 3, which by the way, after listening multiple times, is a banger of a song.
100%.
Because I reviewed it when it first came out, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just gonna review it. But when I was reviewing it, I was like, do you know what? I don't really feel like people really care, because my sense of music is very heavy. I'm quite an extremist when it comes to metal. Like, I exposed Ginger Viking to Gore Pig.
Okay.
Have you heard that one?
No, that you're gonna have to introduce me to that now as well. So that
would you like me to reenact the first few lyrics of I think it's hang on, let me find it, because it is in my favorites and it's very high on the favorites. Let me just recite the lyrics to you of this song. Come on, work faster. Okay, so the band is called Gore Pig and the song is called Father Hog. Would you like me to recite the first few lyrics?
Yes, please.
Tomic, you ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it goes do 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 do. I'm Peppa Pig. This is my little brother George. This is Mummy Pig. This is Daddy Pig. And I wish I was joking. And it just literally, goes into it. And the song is about, I think, slaughtering pigs or something. It's all about pigs and stuff. But yeah, so what was my point? Yeah, so sorry, when I was on about, but I go very extreme in my song. So like, I love Slaughter to Prevail, but I also know that it's very selective. Not many people are Slaughter fans. So.
Oh, I love Gutter Lax. I
love Gutter Lax as well. But like, actually, can we go on a little side tangent again? Music talk for a second. We never talk music. We talk about wrestling. We talked about bloody eggs before now, but we'll talk music for a sec. Bri has, so it's going to Atomic first. Thoughts and opinions on Sleep Token.
I like him. I don't rave about him like a lot of people are doing so, but I like that they've got a different sound. I like how they switch it up, and I like a couple of their songs. But yeah, I don't overhype about them.
Okay.
Like some people do. They are hit and miss with their songs.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Bri, you would have seen them live. Did you see them live?
I did see them live.
You went one of the ones that walked away?
No, I was not. I watched him.
You are not a true metalhead then. No. What what do you think of Sleep Token, since you would have seen them live?
So again, listen to their songs before seeing Sleep Token. I enjoyed them. Again, like Atomic said, wouldn't rant and rave about them. I think the songs are quite good and would bring in a lot of people from out the genre in to then dip the toe into the water to bring them in. Seeing them live, it was like seeing again the band Ghost. Their stage performance was absolutely incredible at Download. Like they had the basing off their new album, they had like the petals all over the rails where it had all the TVs to show. The stage, they had a working waterfall on the stage. They played music, game music in it. They did Rain in Halo. They played that at the beginning, and I was just like, oh, okay, different. I wholeheartedly enjoyed them. I enjoyed it and I appreciated what was going on. But like going back to how Ghost the band, their presence is, they show the stage again. Love Ghost. I think they're a great band. The stage presence was absolutely amazing as well. Same with that. Would I rant and rave about Sleep Token after that? I would say they know how to put on a main stage show. Again, as Metal Ed said, they do not belong at a metal/rock scene. Depends on the audience.
Yes.
Depends on who you bring in.
Yeah. Metal Ed, what do you think of Sleep Token? That's gonna be a fun paragraph in a second. So
I mean, all I can see is getting the bin straight away.
So me and Mr. I haven't listened to much Sleep Token, but we were on about it in a stream the other day. I can't remember why. And I was like, do you know what? I was like, me and Mrs. Quack, are we gonna listen to? Was it Get Me Back to Eden?
Yep.
One of the like more popular songs. Mrs. Quack literally said 4 times, "This is a new song," and I went, "Nope, same song." She went, "No, this is a new song." And I was like, "No, same song." And I feel, all right, do you know if we were all 14 to 15-year-olds again? I think we would all really like it.
Yes.
Because
played it to my stepdaughter.
So
and she loved it.
I can imagine, or I remember when I used to listen to The Arms of Sorrow by Killswitch Engage, which I will still swear down is one of the best songs in the world, right? But I'm a big Killswitch fan. I can imagine myself, if I was 13 to 14 years old now, laying in bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. My girlfriend just broke up with me. I was with her for half hour. And I can just imagine laying in bed listening to Sleep Token, because it changes all the time. So like I say, it does a bit of hip hop, it does a bit of rock, it does a lot of heartfelt sort of music. And I was like, I think we're a bit old, guys. I think we're a bit old for this now. And it hurts my knees to say it. But yeah.
It's a new way they're doing it. It's what is current and is working. It's making them having sold out shows. Like
they've main stage Download. And if you
after that they main staged 6 more festivals after that.
And if you look on the grand scheme of the life of Download, not many, there's not a huge amount of bands that have downloaded headline Download. Because if you think like Iron Maiden and Slipknot, they've done it multiple times. AC/DC have done it multiple times. So and within, was it 5 years from like their first album to now, it's it's not a bad achievement. They're doing something right.
They on a small stage 7 years ago to headline.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Right, side rant over. Sorry about that. Everyone come back to the content. So for me, gaming I feel is irrelevant, and I feel that in like IRL stuff is becoming much, 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 much more popular. And I don't know how either of you feel on short form content, but I find that my TikToks or because my YouTube, my TikToks where it's mainly me do better than of say a game, unless I'm doing something really funny.
Yep, agreed. I saw the algorithm hits with the gaming ones on my YouTube compared to my TikToks. TikToks, they just slide. Don't look at it. YouTube is a little bit different because you have, depending on the age rating you put on, that depends on what you get pulled in anyway. But again, doing the in real life content, you've seen it. It shows for itself. Like you're getting more views, you're getting more interactions, you're getting more people that's interested.
Yeah.
Because they're in effect invested already into what you're talking about.
So with, like you say, you plan on making a comeback in September, Mr. Dread.
Yep.
Do you? So for people who haven't watched Brian Dread stream, which if you haven't, then you're a loser and you should really follow him. Making a comeback in September if you didn't know, or planning to. Is you're a big fan of the Guild Wars?
I am indeed.
You are. And again, Metalhead as well. I knew you were a Metalhead because obviously I know you've been a download, but I don't think I knew how heavy of a Metalhead you were.
Yeah.
Because I thought Sleep Talk would be like right up your alley, and then Atomic would be more like, oh yeah, I like a bit of a slow to prevail. I've lost the accent. Atomic, say something so I can say. I
do like Slaughter to prevail.
Yeah, there we go. That's why I couldn't say it, because your accent can't even say it. Yeah. So, but Bri really shocks me with like how heavy of music he can go to.
Yeah.
So when you come back, are you thinking stick with the Guild Wars stuff? Because again, it is another passion of yours, or
It is.
Are you kind of like are you? I'm trying to say, like, are you thinking, see how long you can ride this music wave? Because obviously all this stuff is ups and downs of waves. Are you going to be, are you a music streamer? Because are you going to be reviewing albums and music videos and stuff? Or are you, what's the Brian Dread thinking right now for the Brian Dread in September?
Brian Dreg is, Brian Dread is thinking how many gigs are lined up or he's already got planned and how much content he can get out of that to keep on this wave. When it comes to September, it will be cool. Let's change one of those stream days to something slightly different than what I would do. So Guild Wars might not happen on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, whatever day what schedule I come back with, whatever I do, because the schedule's going to completely change when I come back. And yeah, let's go change it up. Let's listen to music without copyright, Twitch moan, and blah blah. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about gigs. That I'm going down that route already, and with how it's gone on TikTok, let's try and bring it onto Twitch. Let's try and bring it onto whatever live stream platform I can go on.
So, are you?
I've even thought of let's learn to play the guitar on stream. Ooh. Like I've even gone down that route. Do I really want the time to do that? Do I want to deafen people's ears? That type of stuff.
So, and I'm glad he spoke with it then, because there's a streamer I follow called Chainbrain, who is a partner streamer, and all he does is plays Rocksmith 2014, and of course a resident metalhead does as well, and does a stream a week or 2 streams a week. Could Tomic help me out here when he plays music?
Oh, no, don't ask me. Ask Ed himself.
I know, but he'll take ages to help. But to be fair, at this point, he could have just answered, but instead he's like Wagwan lady, so you know he's trying to get something. Anyway, yeah, so he'll play music, and I not gonna lie, Chainbrain has put up a TikTok of Rocksmith is on Steam sale. You need this, and this, and he's given a full list of what you need. I was half tempted myself. Half tempted.
I mean, When it comes to Rocksmith, I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Oh, put me on easy. There we go, free
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
There we
yeah.
go, sorted.
So,
I just enjoy their music.
so I've always been a drummer guy. I
Ooh, okay.
love a good guitar, but I always feel like the drums are always literally left in the background. I'm like, oh, I do love a good guitar. I love a good drum. But maybe that could be a thing. Like I say, with the wrestling with me, it's a passion of mine I never thought of exposing. I did it as a sort of let's see all things. And to be fair, I keep saying to Mrs. Quack, I want to do it more, but I don't want to oversaturate my own market.
Yeah. You also did it at the right time and the right year, with how Netflix then big promotion into the WWE, bringing it so basically anyone can watch it and wasn't him by Sky or
Yeah.
BT or whatever thing. You did it at the right year, and that's, I think, has helped wonders as well for that type of stuff. Yes, don't oversaturate it. 100% don't oversaturate yourself. Don't do the whole WWE style Raw, NXT,
Yeah.
Evolve,
Yeah.
fucking SmackDown. Oh, and then a pay-per-view every other 2 weeks. Okay, sure. Don't go that far. You don't need to.
And then of course I got pay-per-views, and as well might as well just go indies as well. If you're gonna do it, just go do the indie shows as well.
Yeah.
Also, Atomic, can I just point out? Can we have a little team meeting real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why can't you give me these kind of compliments like Bright is?
Because I'm not an arse licker.
Oh! Wow! Shots fired.
Wow. Wow.
But again,
I've complimented you before.
I was going to
Enjoy them
compliment.
more when I compliment you, so then you'll remember them.
I was going to compliment your 2-piece system you got on your start of the stream, but nah, sod you now. Because I love that.
You know what, right? You were both just wittering, so I kind of channeled you out whilst I was reading chat, so I didn't even have a clue what was actually said.
oh, fair enough, fair.
Oh.
I'm obsessed with 2p machines, and I got it.
My mum got me in a bad habit with that type of stuff.
Yeah. So it's like, do you know what? I love this. Can I have it on my stream?
So even though
it's like, we can make that work. So I'm like, yeah, go on.
Even though she is being a dick, I do want to say the 2p machine is very good. But do you know what I do really like? And again, keep meaning to ask you. Pointless, might as well ask Moonbeard. Do you know at the end of your streams, Atomic, when you have like the credit reel of what was? I really like that as well.
Speak to Moonbeard.
I thought so. Brian, you haven't got a clue what I'm on about them.
Is it like end credits showing like the bits and everything like that? I can't
Followers,
yeah. So it shows it highlights it there, and I'm like, oh, that's really clever. And as well, the music at the start of your stream, which Lady Doll hooked you up with, is now done it for me as well. So again, I've sort of bumped that idea off you as well. That was a good one.
Fine, Nicole, my ideas. Everyone else.
Well,
does.
you don't stream no more, so I might well go to waste otherwise.
I actually don't care, honestly. To be fair, they're probably ideas I've taken from somewhere else. So,
well,
just like copyrighted, like their corner.
The thing is as well, it's like Lady Doll put you onto the songs, who then I went to Lady Doll and she put me on the same song. So I haven't really pinched your idea. Blame Lady Doll.
I have the idea to actually have it at the start of my stream.
All right, Jesus, okay.
Lady Doll didn't make it for that. She just made a song, and I was like, I need to put this at the start of my stream.
Hashtag blame Lady Doll.
I've seen a lot of people do that recently. Like I've gone into people's streams and they start like their own theme song, type thing, and it's like I'm like, freaking, when did this appear? It's great. I'm just like, oh, okay.
So.
It's all I didn't get copyrighted, because a lot of like even ones that say they copyright free aren't.
Yeah.
So I was like, just make my own. I only need it for intro and outro. So.
While everyone plays the 2p machine.
You what?
While everyone plays the 2p machine.
Hell yeah! Well, they roll out for ads like 10 minutes after like starting to stream, so I thought I might as well just start it, let people play with 2p machines, get the points up, because you can actually spend the points if you click the link and stuff. And yeah, people can just do that and then let the first ads roll through, so that no one's missing out.
It makes complete sense.
If people don't like long starting soons, then make it more interesting, like I have.
I was gonna say, don't go live for 10 minutes and have nothing on the screen, just a countdown timer going, oh, right. I'm gonna go for a poo then if you're gonna not start in 10 minutes.
Yeah, have something.
Do you know what I am gonna do one day? And they're not gonna know when it's happening. I'm gonna do a starting soon screen, and it's gonna be the entire stream. It is literally going to be 2 hours of my starting soon screen. I'm going to take my timer off, so you can't tell when it is. And I just go, oh, sorry, everyone, just a bit of a technical fault. And I want to see how long I can get people going for.
But the thing is, your starting soon is you at the desk. So you're just going to just sit there and game and just be behind the frosting.
Yeah.
You just watch your fruit frosting.
You just watch me through my frosting. Which, by the way, lately, and I've noticed this, because obviously I have my hair tied back, I look bald.
Like, all you see is forehead.
Like, I know I've got a bit of a forehead here. Maybe I should go down the Bri route and just do like a hat until stream starts, just to make it look like, hey, look, there is something here. I'm not bald.
Yep.
Like bright.
Just start getting a selection of masks and wear a different mask behind one every time. And just as you transition, take the mask off.
Well,
and then you can be like, I don't know what you're on about.
Well, I don't know what you mean. I've got a selection already here. That's an idea.
Actually. I don't mean just Rey Mysterio mask. I mean any. So you literally could be a werewolf behind the frosting and no one has a clue. And then you come through and they're like, what was that? And you're like, don't know what you're on about.
Literally, Darth Vader one is coming. I'm gonna do it as a Darth Vader one.
You're welcome for the idea.
Yeah. Again, pinching ideas from you. But
I'll send you my PayPal.
It works.
As we just said, though, you enjoy helping others.
I do. This is shit. Like, if I see someone doing something, I'm just like, they could add this or they could do that. I want to see it. I don't want to do it and see it. I just think it's funny.
Do you know another person as well?
That'd be hilarious. I'd be dying. Even knowing it's my idea, I'd still be laughing my tits off at it. Like, proper enjoying it.
The other person as well who is actually really good at ideas is Lady Doll. Every time I mess her with something, she always spits out. I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. But hi. Yeah. So
hi.
Atomic. Do you, while you're having your break, is there any sort of thing where you want to maybe change up your who Atomic Moonchild is?
I'm not changing who I am, but I might just be adding some things. So like, I've wanted to do arts and crafts and get back into the hobbies that I have long lost since I was a child. So I'm thinking of incorporating that into streams because, and people can take this advice. This is why you come to the Creators at Doughnut table. I've noticed that evenings are very, very saturated.
Very.
So I'd love to come in and start doing more day chill streams where people can have me on in background. I'll chat shit with you. We'll get on with things, what we're doing, have me on background, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm contemplating coming back and doing just daytime chills during week and then having a party night on Friday.
So do you know what?
I wish I could do daytime streams.
I would absolutely love to, but my paranoid brain goes, everyone's going to be in work.
If they are, they are.
Yeah.
I'm doing it more for myself as well, so I can actually pick up my hobbies and do it.
Yes.
And because I'm streaming them, it gives me an excuse to just pick it up and do it and not think it's just something pointless in the corner. Like it was drummed into me growing up, arts and crafts are pointless, basically. Right. So I'm trying to reverse how that was drummed into me, how that teaching by enjoying arts and crafts that I used to love.
Okay.
If it can't make money, it's pointless, that sort of thing. My mum kind of threw that at me when I was a kid.
That's sad.
I used to love drawing. I used to do all sorts. Cross-stitching, knitting, sewing. But yeah, no, it kind of drummed out of me.
I can imagine you having a 2-hour stream of you just knitting. That'd be brilliant.
Genuinely, I'd probably just chat shit the entire time.
Here, I've crocheted a capybara.
I'd get like that much of a scarf done in that amount of time.
Is that a lot?
No,
Ah, fair enough.
because I'm shit at knitting.
Fair. What was my question? I was gonna say? Oh, do you know one thing I've always wanted to do, and I would have like a dedicated stream to it, is Lego.
Yep, I thought about that.
Do you know the problem is, or is Lego's bloody expensive?
Oh yeah.
It is, and then where are you going to put it when you keep doing it? Because you can only do so many then.
That is true.
Yeah, I
Unless
mean,
you've got a massive house.
AliExpress.
What was
Like,
it?
I
We went to Legoland and we got the Columbo Lego. My son bought it. It was 90 quid. But like, yeah, like a figure that's like this big, like took me 4 hours to build for him. I have, but and I was so happy it was done. So happy it was done. He's hardly played with it since.
Nice. I remember.
Yeah.
I did. Because Bri, you would have been around at the time, but I know Atomic wasn't. I did. I rebuilt. Switch Joy-Cons, and I streamed the entire thing.
I remember watching that stream.
And all I remember, because I made a collage video of once I moved into the attic of like, ooh, Quack's coming back, and I've got a clip of a little spring, which is one of the shoulder buttons, and it helped it spring back. That shot across the room, and I've got the clip where you can see me with my tweezers, and it just bing, off, and I'm like, shit, that's like so important. That was fun. That was a fun one. But yeah. So okay, let's wrap things up now because it's getting sweaty Betty up in. We are currently at only 30.1, but we're getting sweaty Betty while Atomic is chilling and thrilling. So Bright, we've done this many a times now, but we'll do it once more. Mr. Slippers himself, who's currently in London.
Old London.
In London, and
Yep.
he's streaming, but he's taking a break because he's in London. He's stuck in London. He's like, I can't get to my PC. Drat. But he wants to stay relevant. And to be fair, if there's anybody who needs advice of taking a break and thinking, how do I keep myself creative and how do I keep going, I would legitimately send them to you because you're doing it, and especially with the download hits as well, you're doing it well. So how would you suggest, or what would your advice would be? Oh, for God's sake, what advice would you give to Mr. Slippers about staying relevant while taking a break?
Post so there's three things in this. If you're going away, if you know you're going away, schedule content already. Schedule that content so then you can then enjoy your time away. If you don't do that, post like a picture or something that you enjoy, like something that brings you that moment. That will keep you relevant. And if you've got that 5 minutes where you're in that hotel room, because we're talking about he's in a Hilton. We're going to be talking about he's in a London Hilton hotel in a nice big white fluffy robe. Just interact with other people like on Twitch. Just a little bit, not much. Just say, I'm enjoying myself in this glorious Hilton ass bath, all on his own, sipping some prosecco, and I'm having a really nice time.
He is. That's the worst bit. He probably is right now. You've spent that stream seed money. I know he has.
You got three things. Just literally, if you want to do schedule, if not, post something that you're enjoying in that moment, because then someone is bound to talk and interact with that, and to just talk to people in the socials when you want to, because in the end of the day, you get more genuine reactions, genuine conversations that way instead of forced.
There we go. Right. We're going to mix things up a little bit right now. So, Atomic, we will give you your little shout out in a second. Do you think we will see a return to stream before Christmas?
Yes.
Don't give me a detailed answer. Thanks for that, bro. Thanks for that. That's
just Yes. Watch out for next week.
No, you didn't even give me a yes. You just yes.
Yes. I don't. What? Do I elaborate? Do I not elaborate? Basically, things are up in the air in life.
Yes.
I have the MCR event this Friday. Maybe next week. I just have to see where my head's at over the weekend first.
And that's fair enough.
If not, it definitely will be before Christmas. 100%.
There we go. So
100%. I won't go that long.
So, for your schedule, you were supposed to stream today, didn't. That's fine. But you did obviously make this commitment. As you've said in the past, you're very committed to your commitments. So, this is not a shout out for you for the minute, but obviously a lot of your community here, granted you spoke to most of them in the biscuit tin earlier, you've probably come out to the chat to come to this. But for people who might see you on the off chance, this is your only time. Would you like to say anything to your beloved rabble?
What? This is my self promo bit.
No, just if you want to. This is a time if you want to say anything, out of anything. I'm trying to help you.
What do you mean anything out of anything? Eggs are good. You should eat eggs. Farts are free, and they're also funny. There you go. Few things said.
Here at Stream, see, we pride ourselves on nothing but professionalism.
You said anything about anything, so I just give some facts. You know what I mean? Some facts of life.
I have really enjoyed tonight's stream. Tommy, you have just been like top tier.
Can we have a T-shirt with your face, please, Moonchild?
Yeah, if you want.
Again, what's with that? Just yeah, go on then.
I said yeah if you want. You can pay for it though.
So you're loyal.
Just choose which face.
Not this bloody one.
I'll send you a series of faces. You can choose which one.
Oh god, that's gonna be.
Oh, could do a mashup where you just get several faces, and then you can like have a admirable look at it, and you can be like, do you know what, that face right there is my favourite.
You know your suit jacket, Quack, you were wearing for the stream. We should get it like on your suit jacket, just all of the faces, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, and you like all different.
That was actually smart, just suit jacket. Actually, to be fair.
I was so hot. So if anybody who doesn't know, I did a spec.
Oh, you madman!
I
was a bit like, what are you doing on the stream? Go on.
Oh, I'm proper boiling here. Do you know what? I'm gonna put a suit jacket on.
Yes. For 2.5 hours. Didn't take it off once.
You are crazy.
Impressive.
And a tie.
Actually crazy.
And now, because of my community, every time I do a special event, I'm going to have to wear that suit jacket.
100%.
And when I do, like, this is massive spoiler, but you'll have to wait till April. When I do, like, my WrestleMania version, 100% getting a dicky bow.
Oh,
yeah.
Imagine this face in a dicky bow.
You should get one of them mics that hang from the hand in the blue corner.
oh my god, don't
Have a
get
little
that.
mic.
Again, if you're giving me free ideas, I can move this. I can move this microphone. I can get this. Trust me.
Honestly, you are absolutely fair. You can take all these ideas because I want to see them.
Oh,
That's why I say
God.
Put it around, put it down.
Right. Okay. Mr. Dread, before we get into promos. Again, people don't see your face. People haven't seen you in a while. Have you got anything to tell your wild rapscallions? Anything you need to get off your chest before we get into your promos?
Oh. You know what? I hope you're enjoying not seeing me, because a lot of the time they're just abusing me, so yeah.
To be fair,
I hope they're missing me.
to be fair, I've only mentioned you bald once so far.
I know, and I get WhatsApps on the daily from other people saying, all right, Baldy Locks. I'm like, great, thanks, here we go. It's one of those days, it seems.
So I will preference for the chat as well. We are finishing up, I promise. But like, Bri he allows the abuse. Do you know when Atomic put her light on? And it was like, blind it, bloody hell. That close to making a joke about you taking your hat off and going, it's like when you take your hat off. It's that bright, bloody hell.
You could have done it. You could have done it.
I
It would have
could
been absolutely fine.
I could have, but do you know what? Missed opportunity, and I'm like, I've been literally sat here going, should have done that. Anyway, right. We're going to wrap things up now. I've abused some people now. I feel a bit better. I feel back in my chair now. I feel all good. Right. Anybody else anything the class wants to say? Not Atomic, because she's just giving me.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to give the nod for promos and stuff.
Atomic, is there anything?
I'm not wanting to derail it. I've talked about eggs, I've talked about farts, and that is all that is important right now.
Right, okay. Atomic, this is your opportunity.
Take a break if you want to, you're fine.
Jesus Christ. Atomic, please look down
Enjoy
the barrel of your camera and please give this beloved. Oh Jesus H. Oh, poor Moonbeard. That's what he sees every morning.
He literally just saw my face as I came up to the top of the screen.
Yeah, he's probably sat because he's opposite you thinking, what the hell is she doing?
Oh no, every so often we'll rise slowly at each other, it's fine.
Right.
Just go.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, Jesus. Again, I would like to preference that we here at StreamSeed pride ourselves on nothing but professionalism.
That needs to be a sound clip.
Yeah.
There you go. And then just a line.
Oh my god, why would you do that right now? Okay, I'm gonna behave.
Is this like Goldie Rocks last week when we were like in the pre-meet thing?
Yeah, luckily I'd gotten that out before we went live.
Right. Give us your beloved promo, if you can.
Right.
This may take a while. What was that? What's that laugh? It sounded like a little speed bump. Hey. Sorry.
Right, I'm at Moonchild. I do varieties. Oh, when I'm back. You'll see. You can catch up there.
I don't know whether this is tears or sweat now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute so you can crack on.
Oh, champion, thank you. Oh, God. Right. Oh, Bri. Thank you very much for coming back. It's just me and you now.
Oh, God. That's fine. If you want me back at any time, I'm more happy to come back. You know that very well.
Do you know if anyone comes to this stream, it looks like she's crying, and she's not. I would preference that when she's not crying. She's very happy. Right, Bri, barrel the camera. God, it's warm. This heat's killing me now. Right, barrel the camera. Give us promo. Go.
Brian Dreads. I used to play video games with the internet. Now I'm talking about metal and music. Come find me out on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, X, Twitter. Don't really use that much, but yeah. Yeah, just find me out in there. We have fun. We have laughter. And I want to know your music taste.
Metal.
There you go.
Even though I have been listening to a lot of Tommy Cash. Mi amore, mi amore.
Did you hear the mashup of like Baby Lasagna and I can't remember.
Carrier? Yes.
Yeah.
I have it saved.
Yeah, it's heard. Good. That's what I want to hear. Thank you very much.
It's a
That's what I need to know.
Right.
It is a banger. It is.
Okay, I'm Quack My Panda, by the way. And if you like wrestling, come to my stream tomorrow. I'm going to do it regardless of the heat. I don't care. I'm dedicated. Also, Atomic. Even if you just lurk, just watch. I've got something very planned.
I'm off tomorrow. I get to watch.
Oh, there we go, Which tomorrow, I will do this, and we'll end on this now. So I did a very special event, right, where we crowned the first ever QWC World Heavyweight Champion, which was, as Ginger Viking very much loved, it was a main event match between Rey Mysterio versus your new World Heavyweight Champion, the Maverick himself, Logan Paul. Get in there.
I hate Logan Paul so much. I hate Logan Paul so much.
So our main event tomorrow will be Logan Paul in a non-title match against the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, Bret the Hitman Hart. Right, I'm done now. I'm gonna go get a bottle. I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'm dying. Anyway, right, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time now. Oh, that's one thing I keep forgetting to tell everyone. If you are a content creator, or even if you're a lurker or whatever, I've had a couple of people come up to me saying they'd love to be on Doughnut Table, but they are not big enough or whatever. I would like to preference that we here at StreamSeed don't have a level of big content creators or small content creators. Everyone is equal on StreamSeed's world. So as long as you're happy to be on camera, and as long as you have a topic that you would like to discuss in the content creator world, DM Bri if you want. It's fine. He's here often enough. And he's not doing anything, so he's got free time.
To be honest, yeah, go on then.
But yeah, you can DM me, Lofty, Atomic, Ross, or Leon, or if you want to DM the StreamSeed account, you can do all that as well. Like, we will happily have you. There's no big or small content creators. Right. Even though we have not done this pretty much all year, we are going to end this now because it's a thing. So, Bri, you need to wave the camera now. Tomic, you need to wave the camera as well. Not for the Twitter post anymore, but just to say goodbye to everyone. So, we will see you, everyone, in 2 weeks' time. And until then, we love you all. And bye-zies. And I've got to keep waving now until the